Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. A-levels are stressful, especially in quarantine when it's all just like online studying and you're just sitting at the same desk and you can't even change classrooms. So how do you cope? How do you get good grades and not go insane? I asked my friends this because my usual method is sport. Outside of quarantine, I cycle and row, but what I actually found like the most helpful was just swimming. There was something about being in a different medium and just being around no one who I knew that really just helps me, because, you know, with rowing you have your squad, you have coaches yelling at you, and cycling I always felt like that was a mode of transport, like taking a train. You're not motivated to take a train, you just do it, kind of like that. So for me, I always felt like swimming was time when I was pushing myself. I was doing it for me. Every single thing I did when I was swimming was because I decided to do it, which meant that the more I pushed myself, I found out that had a direct correlation to the amount of work I did and how productive I was, and just how motivated I was, and that was like throughout the whole week. But now pools are closed, so with exams coming up, I asked my friends what they did. The first response I got was walking. Your mind wanders and it thinks about something else. So when you get back to the work that you're doing, it's kind of like hitting a reset button, because you have, I suppose when you walk, you have like that dream state. You're not really thinking about specific things. You're just flowing from one thought to another, from this unspecific mind wander to then focusing on the specific work you want to do. And that contrast is what helps. Another would be doing something else. And I don't mean like having a break, but more like having a gap, if that makes sense. What I mean, okay, is if you have school and school finishes at 4, and then you start studying at like 7 or 8, and that's a gap. And the break is like 5 minutes in between the work sessions that you do. Some people that works, some people that's like, oh yeah, that's, you know, that's me. For me, I feel like I do that exact same thing, but I just do it in the morning, because I feel like first thing in the morning, you're motivated. You're like, oh, okay, I haven't done anything yet, so let's go. And also, you're prepared to wake up early, so you know you get enough sleep. Well, if you do it late at night, you might go over, and then you might not get enough sleep for the rest of the day. Anyway, by the time you get into school, you forget that you did that work in the morning. I never really remember that's something that I did. I always have to actively think, oh shoot, yeah, I did that this morning as well. Which also means that by the time you get to the last lesson, which would be equivalent of being up at 10 p.m, you have all of those people around you in your class and your teacher, and you just kind of seek motivation from them to kind of keep studying, rather than at the end of the day when it's just you sitting at a desk. Finally, staying phone free during breaks. It's easy to lose track of time with social media, YouTube, Netflix, just watching TV, whatever. Removing that from your breaks will make you feel better, because you're not focusing on that specific thing. And there's a big thing to be said about having your breaks be free and without you needing to focus on something. If you're watching a film, you're watching a film. If you're on social media, you're focusing on social media. But if you're going for a walk, you're not focusing on the scenery. You're just letting your mind wander and go about. Taking that kind of mentality just means that then the contrast you have between the focus is bigger, which is kind of what I brought up earlier. But just anyway, whatever you choose to do, the recurring theme seems to be to have effective breaks and just not worry about the work when you're not working. Kind of like the whole living in the moment quote thing. I don't know what that is. Is it a quote? Did somebody say that? Yeah. So like this summer, I know I need to do work, but I don't want to do work half-heartedly, and I also don't want to then go and have fun half-heartedly. So I'm just staying here for a few weeks and just getting the work done that I know I need to get done, because I've got admissions tests when I start again. And then having a few weeks where I also just know that's my break. That's when I don't need to worry about work. That's when I can go, I can enjoy time with family, with friends and whatnot, and I don't feel like, oh, I should be studying right now. But I suppose realistically the stress won't go away unless the work is done. So you can use, you know, breaks and gaps and whatnot, but just remember that they are breaks, and don't use them as a tool for procrastination. I feel like that's just a point I really need to outline. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Yeah, please like and subscribe, and goodbye.